Very good morning, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to discuss about strategic management, one of the important concept called BCG matrix. BCG matrix stands for Boston Consultancy Group Matrix. This matrix is basically used by the management for the purpose of portfolio management and to analyze the company products or company business unit, which is based on the market growth rate as well as the relative market share of a product. And based on the market growth rate and the relative market share, this matrix is basically categorize the company business product or a company business unit into four quadrant. The quadrants are called stars, cash cows, question mark, and dogs. These all four terms seems very different, but anyway, we will analyze them through this matrix, what the matrix intend to say and what is the application as well as implication of these four quadrant, and how a company use a respective strategy in the respective quadrants in which they falls. So first quadrants of this matrix is stars. Stars quadrant stands for where the market growth and the relative market share of a company's product is very high, and here the company is leader in their growing markets, and for more growth they need more significant investment to maintain their growth and market dominance. The strategy they should follow in this quadrant is to increase or to maintain the market share and capacity. Here they need to more focus on how to increase their market share and how to increase their more capacity to get more growth, to get more profitability. The second quadrant of this model is called cash cows. Cash cows stands for the product of a company which is high in relative market share but low in market growth. Means market share is very high but the growth of the market in that particular quadrant is comparatively low. So these products are basically at their mature stage, they generate substantial cash flow, and they are market leaders but no longer significant investment required here because they have already made an investment. Now what they are doing is their market growth is comparatively low but market share is quite high. So what would be the strategy here? The strategy of such companies would be to milk this product for their cash, which can then be invested in stars and question mark. Means they should feed the cash flow for the purpose of reaching the stage of stars, the strategy or quadrant which we discussed previously. The next quadrant of this matrix is question mark quadrant. Here the product are low market share and the growth rate of the market is high, so they have the potential to become a star, but they consume large amount of cash and uncertain future. They need more investment here and uncertain future because risk is more. What would be the management strategy here? To invest heavily to gain the market share, transform them into stars, or consider divesting them if growth prospects are poor. So in this strategy they should focus more on gain the market share so that they transform into stars. And the last quadrant of this strategy is dogs quadrant. Here the products are with low market growth and low relative market share. Means market growth is lower and market share is also lower, So they generally generate low profit. So in this quadrant, the companies with dog products quadrant, they generate low profit. Even more of most of the companies even incurring losses, and it can be drain on the resources. So what would be the appropriate strategy in this quadrant is to divestiture or to liquidate resources, find a niche where they can be profitable. Means they need to find out a basically area or arena where this can be more profitable. So friends, these are the basic four quadrants which are basically explained in BCG matrix. Most of the companies, while framing their strategy based on their market share, based on their market growth, so they develop the respective strategy for the profitability as well as the growth of their company. As we know, everybody wants to be star performer, and for the purpose of star performer, they need to work upon their proper allocation of portfolio of resources. And if the appropriate strategy at each level of management is implemented and developed properly, they can be stars. So this was just a small information from my end. If you like this, please subscribe my channel, and also give your inputs and advise me how I can come up with a more good videos in front of you, and expecting a good number of views, and subscribe my channel so that I can be motivated, and definitely I will be with you and will come with my videos with a new content. Till then, stay blessed. Thank you very much.